side. There we go. Where?
Hey, Rob. Thanks for the reminder.
Doesn't it? Yeah. All right. I'll see you in a bit.
Have a seat. I'm not going to say, okay, slide it over. Other than, they always say, and I've stole this quote from somebody else because 10,000 other coaches probably stole the same quote. It's just the way it is. And that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with your first step. And we want to welcome Kel'el to this first step with the Miami Heat and his next journey in the NBA. We feel, very fortunate that we were able to get the specific player that we wanted, that we think can complement our team, complement Bam, Adam Simon, all of the people involved in our Eric Amsler, Keith Askins, Chet Kammerer, this name kept popping up all the time in front of me, and the videos kept coming. The workout was exceptional the day that he was here, and we never ever deviated from where he was on the board. So, whoever was there or whatever it was, we were committed. And so I just want to introduce you to who I hope is going to be a player one day that will, have the career of a lifetime right here in Miami from that standpoint. So I will no longer open my mouth. And welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
I'm going to get out of your way now. It's all on you.
Kel'el, since we spoke to you on draft night, Bam was in here yesterday, and he mentioned how he's looking very forward to having you at his side, something you had mentioned on draft night. To hear that from Bam, does that encourage you? Does that put pressure on you? And what are your thoughts? Have you had any contact with Bam, and just your thoughts of going big with you and Bam?
No, it doesn't put a lot of pressure on me. I would say it encourages me, just to, get more in the gym and get better because, of the player that he is. So I would say it definitely encouraged me to, get better. That way I will be able to be by his side. So.
Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. Welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Can you sum up these last 36 hours and what it's like to have a guy that knows a little bit of ball like Pat Riley sitting next to you and saying good things about you? How crazy has this first NBA experience been for you?
It's been crazy, but I'm enjoying it. Especially like you said, to be around and talk to Pat Riley. He's been around for me. So I'm definitely use this year, my next year, and however long I'm here to soak everything up like a sponge and learn from him the best way that I can, and from Coach Spo. So.
Hi, Kel'el. Welcome to Miami.
Appreciate it.
You're get right into it now. Travel to the West Coast in a few days. What do you hope to take from this next 3 weeks of summer league and practices and workouts just with the Heat?
Anything that they can teach me and help me learn to be a better person and a better player.
Kel'el, welcome. Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. When you're going through the draft process, you could be taken by a team in very different stages of where they are as far as competing, and you're joining a franchise that wants to compete every year. And they also are known for their player development program. So I'm just curious as to what it means to you that you're with the Heat, and what do you think you can get out of this organization?
I mean, just like you said, that this is an organization that loves to compete and, loves to play hard. Best spot for me to be able to, push me past my limits, to push me past that wall, to be the best player that I can be on the court. So.
Hi, Kel'el. Welcome. I have a fan question for you. The fan wants to know what your impression of Heat culture is and how you think you'll fit in.
I feel like I'll be able to fit in, nice. I don't feel like it'll be anything crazy. I mean, I've been loving the fans so far, just by looking at the media and things like that. So I feel like I'll be able to fit in nice. I'm loving it already. So. Yeah.
Kel'el, you talked about your game kind of developing in college. Is there anything you feel maybe you haven't showcased yet in college that you look to maybe use a little bit more in the NBA?
I would say that I'm able to put the ball on the floor a little bit more, you know, attack defenders off the dribble. So I'm looking to showcase that.
What's your transition from Oregon to Indiana? You went there with a coach who we see in the room, and what did he teach you, or what did you learn about becoming a pro in that year at Indiana?
That it's always more in the tank, that I can always, you know, push past and to always give more, because it's never really, with me, he always told me it's never really like where my skill set stops at. It's always more that I can, you know, prove and more that I can put on the floor and to, you know, be able to perform better. So that's what he told me.
Staying with your college experience, your freshman year at Oregon, I know probably didn't go how you expected, but how do you feel like you grew from that experience?
Oregon helped me grow mentally. I would say it definitely helped me grow, you know, mentally stronger and, you know, mentally older quicker. Just having to go through that adversity that I had to go through at Oregon and, you know, just being there that whole year. So, you know, I thank Oregon for that, just for helping me, you know, grow mentally stronger. So
This year, I'm sure you've seen it by now. Obviously, they gave Jaime a pretty good opportunity right away, and that's just another example of if you're ready, they're going to find a spot for you in the rotation. How nice is that to know that it's kind of up to you now, that they're not going to have a rookie sitting around just because. If you're ready, they're going to put you out there. How nice is that to know?
I mean, that's lovely, you know. All you got to do is just put in the work, and like Jaime did, and I'll be in the right position that I need to be in. So
There's a lot of differences between the college and the program, and I know Indiana got a lot of post touches, not as many post ups in general. Sometimes in the NBA. How do you think your offensive game is going to have to develop and project in terms of the NBA system?
I mean, if the opportunity is going to be where it said, then I'm going to be on the floor with, you know, Bam, Hero, Butler, and so you know, those guys are already scorers, and especially, you know, me going to my rookie season, I'm just going to have to find that role, and whatever role I need to do to be able to, you know, stay on the floor, that's what I'm going to do. So.
What are your initial impressions of Coach Spo and the coaching staff here in Miami?
Oh, no, just by meeting them so far, I love them already. So, you know, everything that, you know, they've been telling me, just talking to them, you know, getting to know them more. So.
Any more questions? All right, thank you, Khalil. Thank you very much.
Appreciate y'all.